Hello and welcome to Let's Play Battlefield 1942. Today's map is Bocage. I connected to the server just after the round started, it looks like, so the rest of the players here have gotten into... Wow, that was an interesting way to start off the round. Okay, now normally I don't like these APCs, these armored personnel carriers, but since that was a good omen, I'll drive it around. Most people don't make use of these vehicles because they're very slow, they're very large targets, and they're not armored all that well. This is a standard 3-flag map, where each side gets an uncapturable base, and there are 3 flags, one closer to each of the uncapturables, and then one in the middle, kind of like on Kharkov. Only this time, the flag in the middle, instead of being on a hill, it's on an island between 2 rivers. The Americans have already captured the middle flag and the flag closest to their uncapturable. I don't know exactly how that all happened because I wasn't here for it, but presumably the Allies were just a little bit quicker. Normally either side can easily make it to the middle base. I don't believe that one side has an advantage over the other on this map. Most of the maps on this game, in fact, are very, very well balanced between the 2 sides. Omaha Beach, obviously that was an exception. I would say Battle of Britain is stacked against the Allies too, but that's an entirely different kind of map. Well, let's see how many of these Allies we can kill with grenades, and go in for the attack. The spawn time on this server is only 5 seconds. So when you're attacking a base and you don't turn the flag gray before you attack it, the other side can potentially get 1 or even 2 extra spawns in, which can be an issue for you because as they spawn in, they know you're there. On the other hand, they're disoriented by spawning in. And we've managed to capture the space in the middle, but the Allies have captured the flag closest to our uncapturable base. I'm not sure exactly how they managed to do that. At this point in the game, when the Allies are trying to cross that bridge, not that bridge, but the bridge next to their capturable flag, they just start raining down the grenades, and the side trying to capture the bridge just starts throwing out as many grenades as they can as well. Yeah, you can definitely see a lot of Allied infantry trying to cross that bridge. So you just let the grenades fly. Even if they accidentally kill a teammate. Normally the way the grenades work on this is if you can get a heavy object, a piece of the bridge, any part of the scenery between you and the grenade, then you should be okay, but otherwise the splash damage on the grenades is pretty huge. Since that's the only American flag at the moment, they're just spawning in everybody over there. Okay, that was 1 grenade too many, I guess. Now, the Allies, they have captured all 3 flags, but that's not going to last for very long. Usually when one side captures all the flags, The other side just pulls all the vehicles in from their uncapturable base and just rolls right through and takes at least one flag. So we've turned it gray and it should go over to our side any second now. But still, even once we've got that back, the ticket bleed is still against us because there are 3 capturable flags and you only need a majority to inflict ticket bleed. The tickets are extremely even at the moment, 181 to 190, but that's not going to remain true for very long if we don't manage to capture another flag. The trick is always just how do you cross this river? If you try to cross, just swimming across, often what happens is the other side, they'll try to cross too at the same time. So once they spot you, if you're still in the water, like I am right now, yeah, he spotted me. You're completely defenseless. And there's another allied troop going across from the other end of the river. So either way, it's pretty difficult. This is another map where you can easily get into a stalemate. Unlike Liberation of Khan, though, there's ticket bleed, so that doesn't last as long. But there's still usually a lot of sniping that goes on. If you played Battlefield 2, there was a map called Striking Arkand, where there was often a stalemate at the river, and same deal there, you'd have a lot of sniping going on back and forth. Right now there's not too much of it, it's still pretty organic, and actually Axis managed to take that flag in the middle. But yeah, you get a lot of snipers because this map is just so open. There are so few obstacles in the way and so many opportunities for sniping. The visibility on this map is also really good for the sniper. You can snipe at the flag closest to the enemy main base all the way from over here. And that can actually be strategically useful too. There's an anti-aircraft gun positioned at each of those 2 flags, and you can snipe at the guy who's sitting in that. Didn't quite get him that time. Let's see if I can get a better angle on him. And once you've sniped him, you can get a really good position for your... There we go. The friendly pilots really appreciate it when you do that. That's one of the 2 very important things that snipers do on this game, is knocking out people at anti-aircraft guns as well as killing people who are using the mounted machine guns. The snipers aren't very good at hitting moving targets on this game normally, just because there's lag, it's an online game. And also you want to get the headshot rather than the body shot. But there you can see 2 body shots is an instant kill. And that's where you usually succeed on a moving target. But anyways, if you see someone at a mounted machine gun, they have to be perfectly still. And that's also true if they're on a stationary APC or tank using it. And this is just a perfect example right there. It's basically like begging the other side snipers to take you out with a headshot if you use a mounted machine gun on this game. So it's that deterrence that really is what the snipers are all about. Otherwise, snipers often get criticized as being a useless class because they're not good at close quarter combat, which you need to capture flags. Alright, I'll make a run at this flag, and I'll see you at part 2.